Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be talking about my art. I got it in this binder. It says Pro Gamer. It was $4.99 at the 99-cent store. Um, but yeah, this is it says Pro Gamer, and I liked my this for my art because you know, in cartoons and video games and anime and stuff like that, there's a lot of different art and shapes, you know, and different characters that come to life and move around, and that's what my intention was for my art, for it to move around. So this is how I have them set up. It's like in this you know, thing or whatever, but and I'm probably gonna take them out and show y'all, but I just wanted to show at first that like I wanted y'all to see how they are um, connecting with each other basically. Like this is the one I have up first, and it's like behind it is this, and this connects to this. You know, like the colors are very similar, so it's like entering into another type of world, entering into another type of side, even though these are different designs created on different days and had, you know, different experiences. But I like the front of the art, and then I like what it creates behind it as well, you know. And it kind of reminds me of like a scroll too, like, you know, in theater or something where they have like a scroll or something they reading from, or like scripts and stuff like that, and like Bibles and plays and things like that. So I just, you know, I wanted to show that, whatever. But these are some colors too. And this is actually meant to be more like this. You know what I'm saying? But I like that I'm able to see different angles from it, and it inspires different things, you know? And so on the back of this, I didn't start like drawing on the back of it or whatever, but that's my intention. That's what I want to continue to do with each one, because although I really like the front of what I created and what it's become, I really like the back of it as well, because it kind of shows me like what's the behind the scenes of the art, you know. But yeah, so this is one too, and it's meant to be like this. I like this one a lot. It kind of reminds me of like my hair, how I used to wear my hair when I had locks, like how I wear my hair up in a ponytail. But this is also like transitions, you know, where it's like we all spirits in a body, so it's like this is a body, you know what I'm saying? This could be like the brain, you know, the brain that we created, the mind that we created, because our mind is our first body. But before it even gets there, you know, we had to be aware of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And once we're aware of our space, we create that circumference, and we're able to relate that to others, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the world and stuff. But okay, so okay, so I'm gonna pull out the first one. Okay, so this is the first one that I showed, and I wanted to take it out because I feel like you can see it better, you know. So this is what it looks like. I realize the camera be right here, but I'll be looking, you know, I'll be looking at myself. I'll be looking at like what I'm doing and stuff. But yeah. Okay. So you see this part right here, right? You know when you go to the playground, and that part of the playground that's you could be inside of it, and like you could put your feet up. You could put your feet up on one side. You could put your hand up on the other side. You know, you kind of like upside down. That was always my favorite activity at the playground. Like it was nothing top that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could chill in there. I could have my feet hanging up. I could be upside down. You know what I'm saying? I could, you know, I just loved it, whatever. But that's what this reminds me of. And like this right here, it's light, but it's like a window, you know what I'm saying, where it's like you can go in there and it looks like, oh, this is just a little kid like me. I'm talking about myself as a little kid playing in there, because like I said, that was my favorite thing to do. And in there it's like, oh yeah, she's just like upside down and she's just like swinging her legs, but really it's like I went through this window, I went through this portal, and I'm in a whole nother world, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you see me, you think you could see me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a big open space where it's not like I'm up in a tree house and you can't see anything that's going on. It looks presented like you could see everything that's going on, like it's clear as day, like everything is just face value, like like this is, but really, what I'm saying, in my mind where I was, it was like going through these windows, what I'm saying, and going and seeing, something else. I was traveling to other places, but I made it look like, this was all that was going on, but my mind was traveling through different places. So you see, like the blue part, it's like other windows, other ways, and underground and shit. Okay, so I just watched an anime. I finished it all. Otaku Teacher. That shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but so towards the end, right? Basically, the main character, he is like a genius and stuff like that. So towards the end, he had this idea about creating a anywhere door. You know what I'm saying? Kind of similar to that show on Netflix. It's called like Keys or something like that, where they have like a key and you can like open different like it's an anywhere, like the keys open different things within the show, whatever. So you have a particular key, and the key can open up different rooms and open up people's brains and all that type of shit. But basically, there's an anywhere key where it's like you can put that key anywhere, and when you open the door, it don't matter where you at. When you open that door, you can be at amusement park, you can be at the supermarket, you can be, wherever, right? So in the show Otaku Teacher, right, he basically has this idea to create an anywhere door, right? And so towards the end of the episode, it's like they was in the car, they was driving through the regular highway, then the in the highway, the thing, like the walls, not the highway, but yeah, the highway, but like how the highway then becomes the tunnel, and then you go through the tunnel, and then when you go through the tunnel, you know how it's like this side, so they slid one of the things over, and then it became like where they can go inside of there, and then it became like an elevator, so they went down. You know what I'm saying? They in the elevator, they went down. You know what I'm saying? And then they went forward, and it opened, and it showed this whole other world, this whole other community, this whole other space that was underground. You know what I'm saying? And so like, and it had a sky, you know what I'm saying? They created their own sky, they created their own day and night time schedule and stuff like that. And yeah, so this is kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like this could be like, and this, that's what I'm saying. I could literally talk about this for hours. So in this video, I'm gonna just talk about what I talked about first, and I'm gonna do this, and then that's gonna be the end. But so basically, like, let's say this is your journey spiritually, like everything, you know how everything comes from an internal space, and then you see it in the external, right? So let's say this is all your internal experiences and stuff like that, where it's like you had this idea, you had the dreams that you wrote down dreams in your journal, you know what I'm saying? You read it over, later, and you went throughout your life, you went to different places and spaces, you experienced different things, you know what I'm saying, internally in your dreams and the external world, and everything, and you see different faces, you go through different phases, the colors change, you got different experiences. The same thing of what you experienced at this time, what you've seen can look completely different. And then on the back of this, oh, that shit's so fire, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, this the jungle gym I was telling. I don't know if it's called the jungle gym, but you know that part of the playground. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is one of my favorite art pieces, just because it's like, man, it can be so many different ways where it's just like, it could be this way too, where it's like, this kind of remind me of like shoes, like, you put on shoes, how it's like a boot, and it could be like, what I'm saying, I know it look different to everybody, but to me it looks like so many different things depending on what angle I put it at, depending on how long I'm looking at the picture, like, just depends on a lot of things. But so yeah, it's like, this, like, you could see, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when my hand is on it, it's just like, but then I move my hand, you can start to see some of what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And it comes to like shadows and stuff like that. But yeah, so, and this is kind of this right here in general is kind of like that underground world, the internal world, the things that you don't necessarily see. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was drawing this, I wasn't knowing and thinking like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm drawing. It was just like, this is what I'm experiencing right now in the moment, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And then, it's just like the back of it is just like a whole nother world, a whole nother, and I feel like this is just like an example of like how life is. Like, you don't ever really know what's going on in somebody's mind. You don't know what they experiencing. Hopefully y'all could hear me, you know what I'm saying? Because like my mic wasn't like that close to me or whatever, but like this is just like a whole nother world. Like when you draw, when you do art, when you paint, when you scribble, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably do another video just about this in particular, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't want to make this video too long, but like, this is just so amazing to me. It's so beautiful to me. And it's just like a reminder to me to like be committed to your creative attributes. Give yourself the honor of your own attributes. You make the museum for yourself. You make the award show and the banquet for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be your own knight in shining armor. You know what I'm saying? For yourself. Like you give yourself a Nobel Peace Prize. You know what I'm saying? Make it real nice. Make it real colorful. Make it real all the colors and everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what's best for you. You gotta do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be just how you want it. You know how like somebody do something for you and you might be grateful whatever, but it might not necessarily be how you would have did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you just do it for you. But yeah, I just wanted to show this and just like a start in the beginning of like this. It's like part from my portfolio kind of, but just really just talking about my art and different experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, be committed to your creative attributes. Be committed in Capricorn season. Don't be capping, you know what I'm saying? Don't be doing one thing and making it seem like this and doing something else, you know what I'm saying? Or saying one thing and doing another, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be committed, you know what I'm saying? Be committed to your creative attributes. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just focus on recreating something different, you know what I'm saying? You recreate. Don't get lost in the RE spell, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you redoing shit, and you, if you're gonna redo something, redo your own creative attributes, redo what it is that you got going on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,